Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today we're making a super easy recipe and we're making a vegan coulant. I made the version of this coulant for Halloween. It's on my what I ate for Halloween video, but today we're gonna be making it vegan. So let's start. And for that we're gonna need flaxseed egg. So I'm gonna put 60 milliliters of water for each egg. And here I have some ground flaxseed and I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons for each egg, for each egg. We're making the equivalent of 2 eggs. I'm gonna stir this in to see the consistency. It gets thick so fast, like, look, that's really it. Perfect. Okay, so in here now I'm gonna add the maple syrup, so in it goes. And a little bit of vanilla extract. Okay, let's give it a mix. Next step is to melt our chocolate. So I'm gonna put it in a bowl and I'm gonna put it in the microwave for 30 seconds and then 30 seconds more and just keep going until it's melted, but be careful because it can burn really fast. I prefer to check and move it a little bit before putting it back again. Also, I'm not sure if I said it, but that was 1 cup of dark chocolate. The bowl is boiling right now, so it's almost melting on its own out here, and this was in less than a minute. When it's completely melted, we're gonna add our vegan butter and we're gonna mix it so the butter melts in with the chocolate. It might look like it's not getting there, but just really keep mixing because with the same heat from the chocolate it's gonna get there. And then I'm gonna be using half of gluten-free flour and half of almond flour, and I'm gonna start with the almond flour, so I'm gonna prepare it already. And now we're gonna mix here and add our chocolate at the same time. And in goes our almond flour. So we added half a cup of almond flour and now we're gonna need the same amount of gluten-free flour. I'm using this gluten-free flour mix. It's the one that I always use when I'm baking and it's really good. And in here I'm also gonna add some baking powder and some cocoa powder. And I don't even remember if I said it, but as always the ingredients are gonna be down in the description of the video because then it's easier for you to check too. If you wanna know the exact quantities, you can go down in the description of the video. So as we can see that it's dry, we're gonna add a little bit of plant-based milk. I'm gonna add hazelnut because that's the one I have open. Let's keep mixing. Okay, that's the consistency. This smells so good. And now let's fill up the molds. And now they're ready to go to the freezer because coulants need to be baked from frozen. So I'm gonna put them in the freezer, and when they're frozen I'm gonna come back and show you the final result. So they are completely frozen now, but I don't want to cook them all. I just want to bake 2 right now, so I'm gonna save the other ones. So you can save them in the freezer until you want to make them, and then just put them in the oven for 10-12 minutes and they're ready. It's that easy, and yeah, you can just like keep them there. So let's do it. Let's put them in the oven at 180 to 100 degrees for 10-12 minutes, depending how raw you want them to be inside so it melts when you open them. And they're ready. That's how they look. And through this is a really easy recipe that you can make a lot of and just freeze it and keep it there until you want to eat them, because then you can just take 1, 2 or the ones that you want, and I think that's really useful. I think I might have overdone the flaxseed a little bit after the quantities that I told you and that I had written down. I added a tiny bit more and I think I shouldn't have, so just stick to the recipe that's gonna be down in the description. In terms of flavor, it's really good. And if you enjoyed watching this video, give it a like because that really helps the channel, and subscribe if you haven't done it yet. And remember to follow me on Instagram because I'm posting a lot of recipes there. And with that said, I'll see you in the next one.